It's time for high school football here on YamhillToday.com. Sullivan's going to hand off to Rapp. Right up the middle. Breaks one tackle, two tackles. Then they go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Dropping back at Sullivan. He double pumps. He goes to the far side. Has a man wide open. And it's caught. And it's going to be touchdown, Grizzlies. This season's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Andrew Physical Therapy, Bethany Abe Lynn at Edward Jones, Big Box Returns, Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Macy & Sons Funeral Directors, and Willamette Valley Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. They're going to throw it. Sullivan throws across the middle. It is caught and walking into the end zone. Touchdown Grizzlies is Gabe Blanco. Now let's head over to the press box. Here's Jeff Ivey and Brian Erickson. And welcome to Workman Stadium. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, here we are, home again. Grizzlies taking on a good Sherwood team. Could be a tough night tonight as Sherwood comes in at 5-0.
Yeah, they do, and they're a really good football team, Brian. They're gonna use some team speed here tonight to challenge McMinnville on the offensive side of the ball, and they got some big hosses over there too. They got some athletes and big offensive line, so it's gonna be interesting to see what McMinnville does tonight to try and limit the points, as you mentioned. Coming off a big 52-0 win last week over Century. As a matter of fact, in the last 4 games, they haven't been scored upon. So it's going to be a challenge for McMinnville, but it's good to be home for that challenge. You got the home crowd behind you. You got momentum maybe a little bit after last week's loss, but a close loss. Rebounding from that Lake Oswego loss the week before. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight.
It will be. Sherwood is a very good football team.
Yep.
They are coming off of wins against West Salem. Clackamas 36-0. In fact, Jeff, they haven't allowed a point since September 1st when West Salem scored 21, and then they beat Clackamas 36-0, Summit 29-0, Westview 36-0, and Century 52-0.
Yeah.
This is a good defensive team.
It's a good defensive team as well as a good offensive team.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like pick your poison here. But, you know, that let's not count McMinnville out. You got to play the football game. Kane Sullivan is having a pretty good year this year, Brian, completing nearly 62% of his passes. He's 41 of 67 on the year for 537 yards, unofficially, with 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. He does also lead the team in rushing with 458 yards unofficially on 86 carries with 11 touchdowns running the ball. So it's not like he's not good. He's just got to, maybe distribute a little bit more to take some pressure off of him, as he is the primary catalyst for a very potent, at times, offense for McMinnville.
Well, the defense is going to be asked to do a lot tonight. It'll be fun to see how they rise up to it. Don't go away. We've got more coming up right after this. What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And welcome back here as we come back to get ready for the kickoff here just moments away. And we talked about the defense going to need to step up. But, Jeff, you've got to score some points. And what do you do differently? And this Sherwood team has seen a lot already, and they've been able to handle a lot.
Yeah, they have. That's a great question, Brian. You got to keep Kane Sullivan healthy tonight. You got to make sure he's in the game, and then I think you got to get it to 4 or 5 guys tonight. Not just focusing on the normal guys that get the ball, the Nick Gibson and the Hayden Church, and then your wide receiver of Gabe Blanco and Bryce Wilson. Those have been your 2 big guys. You need to spread it around a little. One thing, maybe get it to a tight end every once in a while if that's in the playbook tonight. Make Sherwood think about things and not just focus in on what they've seen on tape the last 5 weeks for McMinnville. Throw in a wrinkle here and there, maybe a razzle-dazzle kind of play at the appropriate time. And then defense, you got to play tough. I look at some of the stats here on the season. McMinnville has been a turnover-creating machine on defense. So they've caused 11 turnovers and only given up the ball 4 times so far this year. So they have 8 interceptions on the season, and that's a big number. So if you can do that once or twice tonight and get ahead, get an extra possession out of the game, that way you can really do some positive things. Their defense pretty stout on the year. They've barely given up just under 1,100 total yards of offense through the first 5 games. So just over 220 yards a game in offense so far this year. So the defense has been big at times for McMinnville. They're going to have to come up big tonight.
Yeah, they really are. It's going to be interesting to see how they come up and see what they can do. And it's going to be interesting to see what Sherwood does. They know that they're going to throw something at them, but they're going to make some changes as well.
Yeah, and McMinnville, quite honestly, Brian, they're outscoring their opponents by about 10 points a game on average. On average,
Yes.
They're about 31 to 22 points per game. So, that, again, is another positive thing. They're scoring enough points, and the defense has been able to, for the most part, other than that Lake Oswego game, kind of keep them in the games close. So that's what's going to have to happen tonight, as we got the indication that Sherwood is going to be receiving the kickoff heading north to south.
All righty, we're going to get ready to come back to action. The kickoff just a couple minutes away. It's Sherwood McMinnville live from Workman Stadium. We'll be back with more here on YamhillToday.com. If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process, from low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement. They are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900. As we come back to action, here is the kick, and it is a pretty good kick, but a pretty good return there, Jeff, as they're coming up there. It's Ojanji Gray, who is the senior. A nice return, and that's going to be something that the Grizzlies are going to have to watch out for here tonight.
Yeah, right. Took the ball at about, the 15-yard line and brought it all the way out to the 40-yard line. Nose just sitting on the line of the 40-yard line there, Brian. So a really nice return, a high kick that time by Wilson, and not able to get it into the end zone. But we've got a pretty good breeze that he was kicking into as you look out there at the flags, kind of really blowing in the wind right now.
Yeah, and, you'll see more of that. And that's a key we've had all season. There's a handoff, breaking one tackle, a second tackle into the secondary, and then gets across the 40 to the 37-yard line. And just like that, Jeff, you're seeing the power of the Sherwood offense.
Well, yeah, that was starting Wilson Medina right there, just kind of an inside handoff, and goes for nearly 25 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's tough. Trevor Nibby is the quarterback, it looked like there. Actually, let me get a confirmation on that. Casey Covert, okay.
Yep.
All right. As Casey Covert, shotgun formation now. And he's got trips on the near side. He's going to hand off. He's going to fake it. He's going to throw it. He looks to the center. He's going to throw into the guy wide open and overthrows him. Incomplete as Case and Covert just overthrew him. Jeff, he had a guy open, though.
He was open by 3 or 4 yards on the play right there, Brian. Kalo Hall was just kind of running a skinny post down the near side and had beaten, I believe, is that Wilson out there on the corner that he just kind of flew by there. That was a great time to call that play, though, by Mark Gribble and his offensive staff.
As we have just started here, first possession of the ball game. Sherwood's going to tighten it up here on the far side, shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff, going on the left side, going to break through, got some wide open room. Going to get a first down, spun, I was going to say out of bounds, still on his feet, but they do finally call him down there. I believe that was Medina once again.
Going to be right at the first down marker, and they're actually going to indicate the first down, so a 10-yard gain right there. Second time he's carried the ball, second first down, and already up to 37 yards.
Wow. Didn't take long, did it?
No. 16 and a half yards of carry.
As they come on here, Sherwood in their white uniforms and black pants, black helmets as well. Grizzlies all red here tonight. Here is going to be the handoff in the backfield. Medina's going to be stopped, and no, he's going to break out of the tackle and go forward, breaks another tackle, gets inside the 20, and they had him stop Jeff for a loss, but he still picks up 10 yards after breaking the tackle.
Well, arm tackles just don't work on Medina, Brian. As you mentioned it, he was beat deep into the backfield, would have been a 3 or 4 yard loss, kept the legs going, and able to outrun the grasp of the defensive lineman that had the penetration on that far side. And again, picks up 10 yards exactly on the play.
The Sherwood offense is potent, and they're threatening already here in this ball game. Here they go. Going to run to the near side now, right in front of the Grizzly bench. Going to cut the corner and going on the sideline into the post almost. But it's going to be a nice run. He got down to the 1 yard line.
Yep, Trevor Nibby on that play, Brian, with a little fly sweep action.
Like we have a Grizzly who lost his helmet, and they're going to say he has to come out for a play.
Yep.
And they're going to take him out. That was Seahaver.
That's too bad. 4 plays. They've already gone 59 yards.
Wow. And now this time under center is the QB, and he's going to hand it off and going to go on the left side. And they're going to get into the end zone touchdown.
Wow, I thought they stopped him short and maybe had even fumbled the football, but the official on the far side runs in with the hands up, and that's a 1 yard run for Trevor Nibby.
Nibby is going to be the key to the night. We can see that already, can't we?
Yep, him and Medina, the only 2 guys that catch the ball, other than the quarterback, of course, to hand it off.
Oh, my. And just like that, they have started with the lead. to make it 6-0, and we'll get that up here as it is pending the extra point. Here is the snap. It's good. The kick is up, and the kick is good as well. Well, Jeff, just like that, it was a quick strike there by the Sherwood Bowmen. They lead 7-0. Don't go away. We've got the Grizzlies' first possession coming up right after this.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
As we come back here is the kick and a return to about the 24-yard line. Actually 27. And Jeff, Grizzlies going to take it there. They're going to have to count on their quarterback, which they've done all season long.
And it's time for Kane to come out and shine, get a good drive going here, Brian. Not too bad a field position to start this game for them. And it was a pretty good kickoff return. Kind of a weird ball through the air. Almost looked like a quasi-pass as he kicked it off. Kind of a downward spiral. But McMinnville heading into the wind, so passing game might be affected just a little bit.
Sullivan, bad snap, way over his head. That's not what they wanted. He's going to pick it up back inside the 5. He's going to go into the end zone, then get hit down near the 2-yard line. Unbelievable. The snap was way over his head, and he had to go for it. Fortunately, it bounced into his hands.
Yeah.
But he does save it from becoming a safety, and their good field position turns out to be poor field position now.
25 yards on the loss, Brian. Oh, boy. Second and 35 is not where you wanted to take your second snap from scrimmage. That changes the game. The game, you're not on your 15-play scripted plays right here, are you?
You're changing those plays around a little bit.
Saving them for the second drive, maybe.
Trips here on the near side. He almost lost that snap, too. And there's the handoff. Just going to go to the right side. Center of the field in between the hash marks for a short gain. And they were fortunate to even get that one, Jeff.
Looks like Nip Gibson's going to get a yard out to the 3-yard line.
8:38 and counting here to go in the first quarter. It is 7-0. Sherwood Grizzlies with their first possession of the ball game.
Definitely don't want to do anything tricky here, Brian. You just don't want to risk a turnover or giving the ball back with really good field position to Sherwood.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. They lose the ball almost, but then he gets it. Kane just throws it away into the center of the field and incomplete. And he just got that one away as he was going down, and he comes up limping in the end zone, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Kane does have a wrap on that left foot, and he is limping big time coming off the field.
Yeah, that was something we noticed in warm-ups. We were hoping that it wasn't anything serious, but he definitely has a pronounced limp coming off the field, Brian. But if he's anything, he's a gamer. Let's see if we can get a good snap here. We've had 3 bad ones so far to start the game.
Yes, we have. And that last one almost, I think, hit the helmet of, Gibson, who's in the backfield. Here we go. And it's going to be standing on the edge of the end zone, but they get it off. It's going to hit at about the 35, bounce into the 40, picked up, center step across the sideline in front of the Bowman bench, and out of bounds, and the Bowmen will get great field position on their second possession.
Great punt there, 38 yards on the punt, and that's a way, to get yourself some space anyways, if you want to call it that.
Well, space is what they have, but still great field position for the Bowmen.
I was going to say space is what McMinnville got, but now Sherwood has really good field position.
Yes, they do. All right, 8:04 to go. Sherwood with the lead. Great field position. And the ball at the 34-yard line. They drop back, looking. They throw across the center. Has a receiver wide open at the 5 into the end zone touchdown. No flags on the play, and just like that, touchdown Bowmen. And catching that one in the end zone, well, right in front of the end zone at the 4 or 5. Then walking in was Evan Morris.
A dime.
Yeah.
That's what you can say right there, was an absolute dime by Kason Covert to find the wide open wide receiver, Morris, for the easy touchdown. Well, okay, not the start we were hoping for.
No, it is not. Here is the extra point attempt. Here's the snap, and it is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, with 7:55 to go, Jeff, Grizzlies, they trail 14-0. Way too quick.
Yeah, that was a 32-yard play. Play and drive.
Yeah.
In one play, 9 seconds off the clock. So in a time span of 2 minutes and 21 seconds, Sherwood's had the ball. They've scored 14 points.
Well, right now they're definitely acting like the team that we expected them to be, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, expected, but hoping that they weren't. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, this is the auspicious start. Kind of reminds me of the Lake Oswego start a little bit, where McMinnville kind of came out and just kind of sputtered. Not to say that they weren't ready for this game, but you can definitely see as you're watching the game online with us at yamhilltoday.com that they have a little bit of speed at a lot of different places.
Yeah, they really do. And now, how do the Grizzlies react, and how do they just step up here and try to make something happen themselves, trailing 14-0.
You can't get it all back in one play, so there's no 14-point plays in football. So I would suggest trying to get a nice drive going here, and let's see if St. Caden Sullivan comes back in.
Here's the kick, going to go into the end zone. Another nice kick there, and I believe that's that Trevor Nibby, who is also, or is that number 9? I think maybe, is that an 8 or a 9 over there,
That's
Jeff?
I'm going to go with 9 on this program.
It is
he
Nathan
has
Domingo.
KP by his name, which I believe is probably kicker, punter, maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the finger again.
Well, it's just
Number 1.
Anywho, there's only one with the K and the P by it, by the way. It's number 9 right there. Hi.
People think you're a jerk. I wonder why.
You always
7:55 to go in the
point it
first
out.
quarter.
You always tell me to point stuff out. I pointed it out.
Didn't say it. Don't point it to me. 7:55 to go, 14-0. Here we go, and it's going to be Kane Sullivan just going to run it up there, and he's going to take it for about 3 yards to the 23-yard line, if that, maybe a little bit short of that mark.
Wow, that defensive front was quick on that play to close that gap. Wow. They don't look like they have a lot of size on that defensive front, but what you can see is quickness.
7:29 to go.
I would give you Kane's stats, but they're not real flattering right now, rushing the ball, so I'm going to be quiet on it.
Well, they might get better.
They have to.
Trips here, bad snap, but he hands it off to Gibson. No, he's going to keep it, and he's going to go backwards, and he's going to lose 3 yards. So they did go the negative way there, and Sherwood's actually say they had the ball, but they're going to say he was down first. Back at the original line of scrimmage, the 20-yard line.
As I'm watching that offensive line, Brian, number one, there's bad snaps. That's ruining the timing of the play. But then as I look, they seem just a step slow compared to Sherwood getting off the ball really quick. They might want to go to a different cadence.
I think Sherwood looks like a step fast, actually, right now. As Cade drops back, he's looking, throws on the right side, almost intercepted. Ooh. But a nice reception in the middle of the field, and the flag comes flying in afterwards. And is that Gabe Blanca, who took a bow Not sure why you're down 14, but he took a bow as he got the first down at the 35.
I think they're going to get another 15 yards on this play, Brian, for an illegal hit, but that was not an illegal hit. He hit him right in the shoulder, or he hit him with the shoulder right in the middle of his chest. I don't understand that one, but you know what? Sometimes you got to take the play as well as the penalty.
Well, they'll get him to midfield, I guess. That's the good thing. But it is a first down for McMinnville, and they haven't had many of those yet.
No. It's the first one of the game, to be honest.
Now, hopefully we have more of those to come, but here we go. With 6:30 to go for the Grizzlies. Sullivan, shotgun formation. That Gibson in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Gibson. He's going to break it right through. He's going to break one tackle. Second, he gets over on the right side. He's going to break it down across the 40 to the 37-yard line.
Perfect time for that play call, Brian, as there was a run blitz on by Sherwood, and they all ran past Gibson as he carried the ball out for another first down.
And that is the key of just holding that ball until the last second. And right there, Kane did a really good job of waiting to that last second. Even may have paid the price a little bit as well. Trips here on the near side. You got Gibson in the backfield for Sullivan. Calling out the plays. Shotgun formation. In motion, Luis Blanco. And then Sullivan stumbles, and he gets on his horse a little bit and goes forward and got back to the line of scrimmage. But he kind of got tripped up by the turf monster there. And he is going to, he's still limping a little bit. He's talking over to the coach and just saying, hey, my leg or something. I'm not sure exactly, but he's definitely pointing to it.
Yeah, and you can see a little bit of a limp there. Let's just hope it's maybe a cramp or something. You don't want it to be serious. You noticed something too or before the game, that he's wearing a different colored shoe on both feet. There's a white and a black one out there.
And he may have changed both shoes on the first possession, but he changed back to the white one. So he drops back, looks to the center. He's got pressure. He's going to be taken down in the backfield big time and quickly. This Sherwood defense is very, very good.
Well, Trevin Fisher, the 6'2", 215-pound senior linebacker, really busted through there, Brian. And Kane really had no chance on that play.
Not a chance at all. Third down now and 16. It's 4:50 and counting to go. And just not enough time. This offensive line is having a hard time against this defensive line right now.
Yeah. Technically the third sack already of the game for Sherwood.
And we haven't even got to the end of the quarter yet. We still have 4.5 minutes left. Two receivers on the far side. Sullivan, shotgun formation. He's going to bobble it, and he's just going to take it and get thrown in the backfield. And the ball comes out, and it's going to be Sherwood ball. Coming up with the ball on the far side was number 55. That was Skylar Randleman-Galvin.
Wow. Big loss there. They're going to put the ball down at the 45. So 11-yard loss on the run, and then a fumble by Kane Sullivan.
That's just so tough, Jeff.
It is, and they had a nice little drive going there, Brian. So but again, that was caused in part by a bad snap.
Yeah, and it's just so hard. It really is when you have no time at all.
Yeah, you try to rush everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. And here the Grizzlies come out now defensively. They're going to be asked to do a lot. They're going to throw, they're going to fake it, and they're going to be flushed out as the quarterback. He's going to run it now, gets inside the 35, and then drag down at about the 30 or 25-yard line. A nice run there by Covert, and just too easy. I mean, the broken play, but it was wide open up the middle.
Yeah. Oh, boy, Brian. That's 20 yards on the play down to the 26, and this is not looking good right now for McMinnville.
Now they need to come up with a play defensively here and stop this offense. So tough to do. And as we talked about in the pregame show, they blanked their opponents, the last 3-4 weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Here we go. There's a flag down. Covert draws back. He looks. He's got all the time in the world. He's just going to shuttle passes over on the left side inside the 15. Centers up at the 10, 5, hit, and then dives into the end zone. They're going to say down. They're going to say touchdown is what they're going to say. But there is a flag back at the 25-yard line.
Not sure what that flag's thrown in a weird position. Like 5 yards downfield. Was there an illegal lineman downfield? Everybody for Sherwood's walking back. Let's see what we got here. Legal shift. So negates the 32-yard touchdown pass with the penalty. That's one of the best plays for McMinnville all night long.
I can't argue with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, the penalty monster just reared its ugly head for Sherwood.
Well, Sherwood does lead 14-0 with 3:36 to go here in the first quarter.
I don't know if you've seen that mountain of a right tackle they have. He's like 6'4", 330. He's a big fella.
Yeah, he's helping given all the time in the world there. They're going to hand off to the back and going to go to the right side. And the Grizzlies stop the run there. Gained about a yard there at the most. I believe that was Johnny Gray.
Yep. Hyman there on the play for McMinnville got into the backfield quickly. And, Brian, you know, as you're watching the game on TV, one of the keys that you can learn from this is watch what the guards do. Yeah. See where they go. 90% of the time, the ball's going to go wherever the guards may be pulling to. Now, they will do some counters off of that, you know, just to get your eyes unfixated on where they're going. But a lot of times, if you watch those guards, that's what you're going to end up with.
Here we go, 2nd down and 14. They're going to pass and drop him back, looking all time in the world still, and now going to be flushed out
nice
and then
play.
hit in the backfield and wrapped up back at the 45-yard line. And coming in there, and I believe, Jeff, that may be Kincaid Hyman with the big sack.
Yeah, I can't quite read the number from this angle, Byron, but whoever it was, the second he saw the quarterback kind of spin out, he kind of blitzed in really quick from his defensive end position and made a fantastic tackle back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 15 on the play for Kaysen Covert and brings up 3rd and 29.
The defense has stepped up here on this possession. That's exactly what they've needed.
And, you know, remember, Sherwood shot themselves in the foot with that penalty, the illegal motion penalty.
Here they go. They're going to throw here, and it's going to come right across the 40, still on his feet down to the 35-yard line. And that's Kaleo Hall, the senior, and they're going to be well short of a first down. They had to get to the 21. Mm-hmm. Ball is at the 35. So interesting decision here to see what Sherwood does. I'm guessing they would go for it with a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I think so, too. You're kind of in that no man's land. A punt's going to get maybe 15 yards, 20 yards, depends on if you can down it or not. Sure, taking their time as they get up to the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're going to go trips on the far side. It's kind of one of those inside bubble screen plays, looking to break one, and McMinnville had really good defense on that last play.
There they go. They draw back. They looking, and they got a lot of pressure, and they throw it on the far side. It is caught, and stutters up across the 20, the 15, and going to be a 10, 5, and into the end zone. Broken play, and end up scoring is Evan Morris. They thought they had him stopped, Jeff, and unfortunately, they didn't.
Wow, they were 2 or 3 McMinnville players around him, but he had a nice juke step, saw the middle of the field was open, and used some speed to jet down the field for the touchdown, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the night.
That's a tough break there. Tough break for the Grizzlies. When the defense started to make some plays and thought they were coming around a little bit. And let's see, they're taking their time. Looks like they might be even going for 2 here, Jeff. Which would be interesting. Oh, they're waiting for their kicker, maybe?
Is he over in the bathroom?
They're getting their big lineman back out here.
Interesting. Maybe he's not normally on the kickoff or the.
They're going for 2.
They are going to go for 2. This is an interesting call here.
It is.
There's a delay of game.
See if this changes it up. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Is 20-0 in favor of the Bowmen, and they were going to go for 2. Let's see if they still decide to do that. Looks like they might have to move the ball back 5 yards.
Well, they just scored on a 3rd and 29.
Yeah, from the, what?
35-yard
line.
Or 35-yard line. So I don't think 7 yards scares them. I'm going to be
y'all choked up there.
I choked myself up. Brian, I want McMinnville to do so well. And then when the game starts like this, it just makes it hard.
Here we go, a little misdirection and
I don't even know where the ball is.
Well, it's Nibby, I believe, number 8.
Up the middle.
Nibby went right up the middle. I think it was a double handoff, actually. And he goes in and he scores the 2 points to make it 22-0. We'll add up some more scores, and, we'll come back after this and talk to you more about this game. It's 22-0. All Sherwood, don't go away.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
As we come back here, and Blanco on that play we just missed there. He gets tackled in the backfield, and he's going to get the ball again and go up. Maybe Gibson, actually, and going to go forward past the original line of scrimmage for a short gain of about 2.5.
Just a quick inside handoff there to Gibson. Looks like that's an offensive lineman, gets up just a little bit gingerly, but they're going to give him 3 on that play for Nick Gibson. 3rd carry of the night for Nick, three carries, 16 yards, leading rusher in the ballgame for McMinnville. Only rusher in positive yards, I will say.
Wow, it's been interesting to see how we, don't even know what to say as we into the first quarter of play. It has been all Sherwood, Jeff, and it's a game that we thought, this could happen.
Yeah.
And Sherwood, and we'll talk about it here. We'll take a quick break, but look at Sherwood's scores, Jeff. They've blanked their last 4 opponents. So 36 plus 29 plus 36 plus 52. Add 22 to that.
Yep.
They scored a lot.
They have scored a lot.
Put that into your calculator. We'll come back and get a total with that. Coming up, start of the second quarter. Grizzlies are trailing the Bowmen 22-0. Don't go away.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back here, Brian Earslong and Jeff Ivey, and Jeff has been counting the numbers. Has taken the whole break.
I was going to say, I'm still counting.
Well, I'll give you a second here. As Sullivan's going to drop back, he's going to get pressure, and he's going to be taken down once again. This time back at the 11-yard line, a loss of at least 9 yards there as he comes up, limping a little bit, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Grizzlies now. Wow, good. This defense is amazing, Jeff.
They are. They held McMinnville to minus 12 yards in the first quarter, unofficially.
Minus 12 yards. Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah, and then add another 9 onto that right now after that play, so minus 21 yards in the game.
And the Grizzlies are going to punt now with 11:20 to go and counting. Here's the snap. It's okay, and they kick it off, and it's going to be taken at about the 50, and it's going to be bobbled, I should say, back at the 40, 45, stutter step, gets across midfield, cuts himself on the inside, spins, still on his feet, down to the 33-yard line. What a run back that was by the Bowmen.
After a beautiful 41-yard punt, Brian, they have just given themselves great field position yet again to start a drive.
Hey, so, Jeff, you were adding up their last 4 games, and I should say 5 games now. What's that, the first, quarter. They've put some points on the board.
They have. In the last 4, they have outscored their opponents 175 points to nothing in their last 5 games to start, and 209 to 21 total points on the year.
Wow. Here's
so far.
Handoff, and we've got flags on the far side. That's a lot of scoring.
It is.
This is a Sherwood team that reminds me of, what they've been in the past, and they've been pretty good for a while.
They have been good for a while. McMinnville's going to get lucky here with a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, Sherwood, as long as McMinnville's been in the same league with them, have had skilled players and really good football players. So, but that penalty is going to drop them back to the 38-yard line. So it just gives them a little bit more room to roam. That, if there's one thing negative about Sherwood so far tonight, 4 penalties.
They've scored, though.
They have, every time.
Every time, even like in 4th and long.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's 1st and 15 now after that penalty for the Bowmen. Here's going to be a handoff. Going to go here on the near side, and now going to stutter step his way and go off the left, and it's going to be getting about 3.5 yards. You know, Jeff, they're trying to follow the big guy up there, number 78. I'll let you, Solasi Lulapia Alu.
Yes,
6'4",
I think that's right.
335.
Yeah.
I'll count it.
He's and he's only a junior, Brian.
He's junior, and they're following him, and they're following exactly where he's going because he's creating a huge hole for him.
Yeah, and he's quick.
Yeah.
He on that play, he got to the outside from his right tackle position.
Yeah.
Although, if you look at, sometimes they move him. They moved him over to left tackle right now as they came out of the huddle.
Here we go. He is on the left side, and they're going to throw it on the far side, and they have a receiver, and it is caught. Going to cut up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, goes, and then going to get a first down and more down near the 22, maybe 23-yard line, and that's just a quick hitter. Everybody in the defense sold out except for the guys on the far side, and fortunately, one of the Grizzlies was right there to make the tackle, but not before they got a first down.
Yep, that was out to Alex Kelton on that play. And, Brian, that was one of those plays where if you were watching the line of scrimmage, the guards pulled to the left, and they went back counter to it to the right side. So you can't always know what the guards are going to do.
Here they go. They're going to keep it. No, they're going to hand off on the far side, going to run through. We weren't sure what happened as another flag comes flying in, but not before they got almost another first down, if not more. Depends where they spotted over on the far side.
Both guards pulled on that time, Brian, to the right, and they ran right beside it trying to clear out that far side, and I think somebody's going to get caught with the holding call.
They're going to discuss it. Yeah, and now they're realizing, another hold, just like Jeff said, and they're going to move it on back. And that's the one thing that really has hurt this team. You said it earlier.
Yeah, and that's been their Achilles heel tonight. So it was an 11-yard run that they're going to get, but then you move the penalty back from the point of the contact. And so looks like they're going to bring it back to the 30-yard line, 29-yard line. We'll give it to the 29. So,
all right, here we go with 9:20 to go. Bowmen with the lead, 22-0. They are threatening again. They're going to do a double handoff right up the middle. Going to go in, easy score. Yep, just kind of handed off to him, and was that Nibby once again?
Yes, it was, straight up the middle.
Double handoff. And the Grizzlies all bit on the first handoff. And then, boom, Nibby comes around the opposite side and just kind of runs untouched, really, into the end zone.
Yeah, another almost 30-plus yard touchdown run or play for Sherwood here tonight. They are just having their way here in this first quarter, Brian. Now we're in the second quarter. His second touchdown.
He's done all right.
Too many things to keep track of right now.
You're telling me. And here is the kick, and the kick is up, and they go for 1 now, and they get it to go to make it 29-0. 0-0, and it has been all Sherwood here tonight, but we're having fun. We're live here from McMinnville High School. Don't go away. We've got all the fun and more action coming up right here. If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
Scott here from Big Box Returns, saying every Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Come on down!